The video opens on a sunlit harbor where a single battered wooden boat bobs beside a sleek private yacht glittering like a palace on the water. Mr. Beast steps between them grinning wide, announcing that today he and 3 friends will face the ultimate ocean showdown, a $1 versus $1,000 diving adventure. For the next 100 hours, they will live and dive in 2 wildly different worlds, testing grit, skill, and creativity to see who can master the deep sea. On the worn boat stands survivor Mr. Beast, his gear scratched and second-hand, determined to prove that pure effort can outshine luxury. Leaping from the yacht rail, Extreme. Mr. Beast laughs, shouting that danger is his oxygen, and he will dive anywhere, even through shark-infested caverns. Beside the polished deck, Moneymaster Mr. Beast flashes a golden dive watch, promising to use his fortune to buy every comfort from chefs to private instructors while the others fight salt and hunger. In the shadows of the pier, Mr. Beast lowers a small chest into the surf, carving dive or drown into the wood before disappearing, leaving tension in the salty air. From the first plunge, the split is clear. Survivor swims with a single tank salvaged from an old shop, learning tides currents and hunting for shellfish among jagged rocks. Extreme storms ahead without caution, diving through coral mazes, tumbling in rolling surf. Wrestling a stray octopus, laughing as sea spray cuts his face. Moneymaster lounges on his yacht deck, feasting on grilled lobster, hiring locals to fetch rare pearls and chilled drinks. At night, Mystery prowls the shoreline, scattering cryptic notes across wet sand, hinting at secret caches of gear but warning of hidden traps beneath dark waves. By hour 20, exhaustion stings. Survivor builds a crude platform from driftwood to dry gear, melting rainwater in an old kettle for hydration. Extreme dares himself to free dive a reef tunnel, nearly losing his fins to a rip current but surfacing triumphant, holding a gleaming shell. Moneymaster tries to tempt the others with warm meals in exchange for help polishing his dive trophies. Mystery leaves a map carved into a fishbone, guiding them to a half-sunken crate guarded by jellyfish, turning the search into a razor-thin balance of reward and risk. Rain lashes the sea on day 2, swamping the cheap boat and flooding the yacht deck alike. Survivor patches leaks with torn sailcloth, clinging to hope, while Extreme clambers onto slick rocks, lashing tarps against the storm, daring lightning to stop him. Moneymaster watches his plush lounge cushions wash away, screaming as his stock of easy food sinks beneath waves. From nowhere, Mystery replaces their dry logs with waterlogged driftwood, forcing them to invent new fire tricks or shiver through the night. As hours stretch toward the final test, nerves fray. Survivor and Moneymaster argue over missing rations until fearless Mr. Beast bursts from the surf, commanding them to remember why they came, to prove courage, not comfort. Extreme channels tension into reckless dives for rare sponges, bruising ribs but refusing to slow. Mystery grows harsher, hiding clues inside razor shells, tying prizes to crabs that scuttle into reefs, making every attempt a gamble of cuts and sting. In the last daylight, they discover the last challenge etched into a slate anchored to the seabed. They must build an underwater rest station for local divers using only ropewood, stones, and salvage. Survivor hauls beams across choppy swells, stacking and lashing them while lungs burn. Extreme plunges, repeatedly balancing planks on his knees, hammering with rocks as waves crash overhead, blood mixing with bubbles, but eyes locked on success. Moneymaster tries bribery again, but Mystery releases tiny fish that scatter building supplies, forcing him to dig deep and actually labor. Fearless rallies them, diving alongside, tying knots with relentless strength, urging them to finish before nightfall. As the sun sets on hour 100, a platform rises beneath the surface, sturdy nets draped like hammocks, shells woven into railings, fish gliding through handmade arches. Villagers paddle out, astonished at the gleaming station born from scrap and sweat. Survivor stands dripping, triumphant, salt streaking his face, declaring that hard work outshines all odds. Extreme throws wet fists into the air, laughing that this was the wildest challenge of his life. Moneymaster bows, humbled, admitting no amount of cash can replace grit. Mystery appears on a distant rock, leaving a final message carved into coral reel: adventure builds safety for all, not just the rich. Fireworks burst above the horizon, casting light across the ocean as Mr. Beast holds the $1 million prize high, shouting that this dive proved heart, determination, and teamwork always rise to the surface.